Hey peeps, it's Andercon,
And CCR going on.
watching the Super Commander Weekly 6 tournaments. This is the finals, the second match of possibly three, depending on who happens to win. If Alpha wins the match, he wins the tournament.
Oh god.
This is Taxman.
This is basically two continents where each person will spawn on a different continent and your job is to turtle as hell.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of this map lately. They played it last Super Commander Weekly as well, but I think it was the second match, wasn't it? Or the first? Second. And it ought to be a weird, different game than normal due to, you can't get your land units to the other person's base without a teleporter.
Each spawning on their own sides. I guess I'll pick Neon.
Alright, I'll be looking at Alpha.
Neon starting out with a bot factory.
Alpha starting out with sitting there.
I can't select his comm for some reason.
They should pause. There we go. Technical difficulties. Okay, now it might be working now. There he goes.
Building a bot factory.
That's an unfortunate little glitch.
That's going to put him slightly behind.
Yeah, probably only about by 3 to 5 seconds. It's not the end of the world, especially on this map since you can't exactly do a docks rush in the first place.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't make any difference.
Neon going for an air fabry.
Fabry. Well,
yeah, air fabry.
similar builds going on over here with Alpha.
I hope they go for vehicle fabries too.
Fabry. He just had to redo his build.
This is more the eco game and who can get onto the other person's island.
Yeah, from my experience, whoever happens to be on... if somebody can grab a hold of this particular peninsula here, they usually end up winning the game. And that's largely a deciding factor.
Well, Neon's going to have a harder time defending his island, while Alpha is going to have quite the easy time defending his island. Speaking, it's more compact. There's less places one could put a teleporter without it being seen. Maybe if it was on that one peninsula where there's no metal.
Right here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be pretty easy to make sure that that island's defended. Now on Neon's side here, it's going to be a lot harder because he has a lot more space. He has to patrol, make sure there's nothing going down.
Alpha's sending a scout over to Neon's side just to see what he can see.
Honestly, if Neon probably wants to win, he'd probably try and put an early teleporter down. We have some pings.
That's not my pings. We got a lot of people casting this particular match, so take your pick at your commentary. Looks like Neon has got the upper hand on the eco so far. Of course, to be expected, due to the slight delay with Alpha's start. And Neon's looking to guard his extra peninsula, his weak spot, at least a little bit with a couple hummingbirds.
It looks like Neon's going to go with a lot of air factories. I mean a lot of air factories.
Whoa, that's quite a few. Probably a good idea. Alpha over here is going for vehicle factories. Also a good idea for a counter. Unfortunately...
Spinners.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's still going to have to drop a teleporter somehow on the other side in order to make much use of them.
Alpha doing some raiding with the bomber.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of raiding going on there.
Let's see if that bomber looks like it'll be taken down. Oh,
didn't
so
quite
close.
catch that metal extractor.
Ooh, a pelican drop by One Lonely Docks.
One Lonely Docks. Well, you never know. One Lonely Docks can go after a Fabber and just wreck somebody's day.
Like he is right now. He's going right towards that Fabber.
Slowly, but surely.
That was my thing.
Neon's got a bot factory just sitting there doing nothing. And there's pings flying everywhere. I'm just gonna have to ignore them for today. You and I, let's not use the pings if we can help it.
Alright, that's what I'm trying not to do. If it's like something important, like a T2 factory going up, or
yeah. Tell me if somebody drops a nuke or something.
Yeah.
That'll work.
It looks like that one Lonely Docks is picking up quite a few things. It's going to take them a while to destroy some stuff, but it looks like that bomber will clean that docks up.
You just got the radar, and he's out.
Yep. That was actually a pretty good drop for what he got for it.
Alpha is preparing to drop a combat fabber, so he's going for that teleporter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on its way.
It'll be very interesting to see where he drops it. And hopefully he does not get spotted doing it.
He doesn't yet
that
have
bomber might see him.
A teleporter on his own base yet.
Did see him.
I'd say it's a bit premature since he hasn't got a teleporter at his base yet, but you never know. Maybe he feels like throwing a minefield for no apparent reason. And it's dropped. It's not yet scouted.
He's building a teleporter.
Radar, no, radar don't see it. Oh, there he's.
Hummingbird.
Neon sees it with the Hummingbird. Can't do nothing about it yet. He's got some docks that gets in that way if he decides to, but it's possible he didn't see it. Oh yeah, he's sending
Alpha
stuff that way now.
Yep, he's sending stuff right through. It's actually a pretty big move for.
Pretty good move for Alpha here.
Yeah. Speaking if you can already raid and stuff like that, that's pretty big.
It looks like Neon didn't build any, barely any bombers at all.
Nah, he was mostly going for the air game. That's going to put him in a very interesting and rough position. Mine's going out by that combat fabber.
That's a good defense here against his, for his teleporter. It kind of looks like he's using that landmine mod that I use, Mines and Strips. I like that mod quite a lot.
Unfortunately, Alpha does have a few spinners in his group, so that's going to be very interesting to bomb. So they're going to go around and hit some of the metal. That's going to put Neon quite a bit behind. And it also gives Alpha a foothold on Neon.
Well, Neon went and bombed one little incursion.
Now, what's going to be interesting is that Neon, or Alpha right now, has denied Neon the whole rest of the peninsula. Unless he builds an air fabber or kills that teleporter or walks through that area with some force, Alpha has pretty much denied that whole rest of the peninsula from Neon.
And that is definitely one of the key movements you could possibly make on this map. Usually I see the teleporter end up on the peninsula, but this is actually a really good early game idea of dropping it on the North Pole here. And just raining down from above, you start the battlefield real early, really quick, right in their face.
Unfortunately, Neon's still going for air. Still building air factories.
Yeah, this is no longer just an air game. He's going to have to step up his land game at least a little bit, or he's going to fall behind pretty quick.
Neon is using an air fabric to build some mechs on the other side of the peninsula. But that's going to isolate it, and it's going to be really easy for Alpha to go through there and just take it out.
Well, Alpha's moving a bunch of air units in. Here they come. I'm not sure where he's taking them yet, but
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure you can make
that commander is actually quite a bit out in the open, and that force is heading right for that commander.
Well, the commander could easily take out the force.
Yeah.
So it's not really a problem.
It'll still put some damage on.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's not a big deal at this point. He does not have enough to kill him off. Not even with the air to help.
Neon actually built a pelter.
That he did. That's a pretty good idea. I don't think it's got the range to hit too far in there, but it should help a bit. He's not defending his base particularly well there.
Nah. He was hoping just to go for air, and just win with the air dominance, but Alpha definitely took the initiative and said, hey, we're fighting on the ground, if you like it or not.
Exactly. I really like that move. Neon here, he's pushing for all this metal that was denied with his commander. At this point, that's probably the best move he could make with his commander that I can see. Because he's hurting too hard on metal to just tell him to build nothing but factories.
Yeah.
He's going to clear out Alpha's little bit of an air force here and take over this peninsula by the looks of it.
More force is streaming out from Alpha.
Alpha appears to be heading to the back of Neon's base with this little force here.
That's going to probably be able to take out quite a few of those factories, especially if there's not many bombers being built, but there looks like there's quite a few bombers being built.
Yeah. Neon clearly sees it, though.
Yeah.
Neon clearly does not see the minefield, but that's okay. He's not pushing into it anyway.
No. Which really, he should probably be more using trying to build some ground forces up instead of just trying to use air. Speaking, Alpha does have quite a few spinners.
Well, at this point, he's pretty far behind. Neon's got half the economy or less. Yeah. He's pretty well pressed here.
Yeah. While Alpha is taking over quite a bit of his peninsula and making... He almost has all of his peninsula taken.
With the commander out of the main base, which is being destroyed now, he could potentially build a side base or rebuild, but still, it's not going to win the game.
That's going to put him behind by a long shot.
Right. It would just be one of those desperate attempts, and he just deleted instead. It's probably the best thing.
That was not as good a game as the last one, but Alpha, I guess, takes first place while Neon takes second.
Yep. And then we'll just have to wait for whoever happens to pop into third.
I guess that's it for Weekly Commander 6.
Yeah, so catch me next time. Next week is the Mystery Mayhem event. I'll actually be playing on that one. I don't know if I'll be streaming while I play. We will see. I very well may. So, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later.
Bye.